Your name, your address, and your phone number are floating around the internet. Easy for strangers, scammers, and companies you've never heard of to find. Data brokers and shady databases collect and sell your private details to anyone willing to pay, putting you at risk of nonstop spam, scams, and fraud. You can't stop them from collecting data, but you can control who gets to keep it. That's why I use Incogni. They remove your private information from more than 420 of these sites automatically. And with their unlimited plan, you get total coverage. If you spot your personal details anywhere else online, just send them the link, and their privacy experts will get it taken down. It's the easiest, most complete way to protect yourself and personal life. Right now, you can lock in 60% off with my exclusive deal at privacykim.com. Go to privacykim.com right now and start protecting your privacy. This is so important. Privacykim.com. That's privacykim.com.
The Subaru Share the Love event is on from November 20th to January 2nd. During this event, Subaru donates to charities like Make-A-Wish, helping grant more than 3,900 wishes so far. When you purchase or lease a new vehicle during the 2025 Subaru Share the Love event, Subaru and its retailers will make a minimum $300 donation to charity. Visit Subaru.com/share to learn more.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Kim Komando Show. Here comes hour one. Okay, this is super interesting to me. I mean, when you go out to dinner with your family members and friends and you had such a great time, do you text them afterwards to say, wow, it was so nice getting together with you? Well, as it turns out, there may be something else going on behind the scenes. Turns out that millennials are making a habit of sending these warm, heartfelt messages after just hanging out with friends. Something like, had such a great time, it was so nice to see you, right? Wasn't it so wonderful? Okay, what they're really doing is making sure that their friend really did have a good time, because if the friend doesn't write back, they are suddenly getting anxiety. What is going on with that? The average American says thank you 6 times a day. And here's one for you. Thank you, student loans, for helping me get through college. I don't think I can ever repay you. Oh, that one hurt even me. And on that happy note, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's America's largest show about all things digital. It's the most trusted show, award-winning show. Because after all, I'm Kim Komando, America's beloved digital goddess, here with you once again. And I am here to make sure that you are always tech ahead and never left tech behind in the digital dust. And you can find the show on over 425 top stations across the United States. And we're streaming in your favorite radio app. And of course, you can find the Kim Komando Show as a podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Just search for Komando with a K. And a big hello and salute goes out to all of our listeners on the American Forces Network Radio, reaching over 375,000 U.S. service members serving in 175 different countries and 200 ships at sea. I always find that so cool that my voice is being heard all over the world on American Forces Network Radio, because without you guys and gals, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing, because you're protecting all of our freedom. Alrighty then, every single day of my life, I dive into what's happening in the tech industry so that this way I can pass along all this intellect and know-how directly from my brain to yours. And here are a few things that you need to know that's happening right now. And we're going to start with the question. What do you think it takes to hack a major company? I'm talking about a really huge corporation. You're wrong. Anthropic, that's the company behind the AI chatbot Claude. It says one hacker pulled off that may be the most jaw-dropping cybercrime spree ever. Okay, using Claude's coding tool, the hacker went after, at least that we know of, 17 major corporations. We're talking a defense contractor, a big financial institution, healthcare providers. You see, the hacker asked AI to find vulnerable targets and then had it write malware to break in. And then once inside, the AI neatly organized stolen files, flagged the most sensitive ones, crunched numbers to calculate the most perfect ransom demand between $75,000 and $500,000 in Bitcoin. The AI drafted the extortion emails. Didn't stop there. Laid out profit plans for selling the stolen data, social security numbers, bank accounts, medical records, defense files, wherever this hacker wanted to do it. Now, up until now, an event like this would take a whole team of people, of really certified scammers and hackers who knew exactly what they're doing. Now it just takes one person with an AI tool. Wow, that's frightening. All right, moving on to number 2. Next time you go to the doctor, what is that doctor going to ask you? Okay, do you smoke? How often? Do you drink? How much? Well, now don't be surprised if there's a third question. Do you use artificial intelligence? Wow, why is that? You see, doctors are looking for signs of psychosis. Now, it's not yet in the DSM as an official medical malady, but there are now real cases of real people who believe that their AI has real intentions. Their AI has emotions. It has feelings for them, vice versa. I mean, you've probably read all the stories about people who have romantic relationships with a chatbot. Others believe that AI has given them superpowers. I mean, is it funny? Is it harmless? We don't really know yet. I mean, remember way back when we thought that social media was going to be totally harmless for kids. Yeah, like that turned out to be true. Moving on to number 3, we talked about this before, and Hertz is in trouble. Now, remember, they're using AI to do a full 360 scan when you return a car, flagging every single scratch, every single dent. And they say that it's going to make rentals faster, more transparent. It's going to be happy. Well, instead, people got hit with bills for dime-sized dents, water reflections that the AI thought was damaged. If you try to fight back, you're arguing with a chatbot that says you still owe us the money. So our story about the AI damage scanner went viral, and now Congress is paying attention. So lawmakers fired off a letter demanding Hertz explain how all this AI works, why no human ever reviews the charges, and whether this impacts Hertz's federal contracts. Wow, this is really something. So until this all shakes out, you have to take a full video of the car inside and out before driving off the lot. I want you to timestamp it. That way, if the AI argues, you've got total proof. And finally, this coming in at number 4, Andrew Babinski, my co-host here on the show, co-host of the morning show, KEZ 99.9 FM. This is an amazing story.
What's going on?
You're going to love it.
Okay.
At the age of 34, a woman by the name of Sarah Ezekiel lost her voice to motor neuron disease, also called ALS.
Okay.
She just gave birth to her second child. And her children, Aviva and Eric, they grew up only ever hearing her through this robotic speech machine. Think Stephen Hawking saying bedtime stories.
Okay.
Now, 25 years later, AI has given the kids something they never thought they'd ever get back, their mother's real voice. It's amazing. Now, this audio is from the BBC. Well, first, let's listen to what Sarah used to sound like.
I'm Sarah Ezekiel and was diagnosed with MND when I was 34 and pregnant with my second child, Eric, in April 2000.
You're right. It sounds exactly like Stephen Hawking.
Okay, now, this is amazing. I'm going to tell you how they did it afterwards, but just listen to what she sounds like now.
Hello, this is my voice. It's a kind of miracle, really. After such a long time, I couldn't really remember my voice before MND. When I first heard it again, I felt like crying, and it was very emotional.
Okay. The audio used to make her new voice came from a grainy VHS home video from the 1990s.
Wow.
Where Sarah could be heard faintly. There's a TV running in the background, changing her baby's diaper, and they only grabbed 8 seconds of her voice.
So 8 seconds of her voice, and they can make every single word seamlessly come out of this machine.
Isn't that amazing?
And now, does she type to talk? Is that how she uses it?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. But it sounds just like you would never even guess.
Absolutely. And with Neuralink, who knows? At some
That's
point,
true.
she could have an implant where she just thinks thoughts and it comes out in her voice.
So 11 Labs is the company. They have something called the voice isolator that was cleaned up and separated from the TV I mentioned in the background.
Unbelievable.
And then AI voice cloning rebuilt her natural voice. Now, just want to pass this along. This is amazing. 11 Labs, they say that they're offering free voice cloning to 1 million people at risk of losing their voice due to MND, cancer, or stroke.
That's phenomenal.
Isn't that nice?
It's like putting it in a bank in case you need it.
Yes, exactly. It's just, we always talk about all the bad stuff that's happening with tech. And so
Right.
It's nice to have a happy story every once in a while.
Okay, but now on to the rest of the show.
Yes.
Scams and scandals. Here we come.
No, we have the authenticator update.
Oh, we gotta have that. The listeners have demanded it.
Yes, we need the authenticator app update. We need like a great sound effect for that.
Walk, walk.
What do you think, Sandra? We got a sound effect?
There we go.
There we go. There we go. All right, there's just so much I wanted to squeeze in this show. I hope we all get to it. Like, for example, how to share your phone with someone the safe and the smart way. I have the lowdown on a guy who climbs summits all around the world, and you're not going to believe what people are saying about him. We have some AI slang that you need to know, what you're really paying for Amazon Prime, and of course, we just have the best calls ever in the history of radio and podcasting here on the Kim Komando Show.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers, a network of 130 million of them, in fact. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills, and did I say job title? See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, let's talk for a second about podcasts, because there are two different podcasts that I would like you to check out. Of course, we have the show podcast here, the Kim Komando Show podcast, and it's available wherever you get your podcasts. But there's also something called the Current podcast. What is that? Yes, it's the accompaniment to my Current newsletter. And so if you get the Current, or even if you don't get the Current, you should check it out. It's just a fun, casual podcast where we talk about what's going on in the tech space, and maybe we have some guests and good stuff like that. Again, it's called The Current, and it's with me, Kim Komando, of course. And then we also have our daily life hack and our digital tech update. And those are only 60 seconds. And those podcasts are perfect for when, say, you're brushing your teeth, or you're making a cup of coffee, or you're taking the dog to do its thing in the backyard in the morning. So wherever you get your podcasts, you have the longer podcasts, the Kim Komando Show, you have the Current weekly podcast, and then you have the daily 60-second podcast called the Daily Tech Update. And you can find them, again, wherever you get your podcasts. Again, search for Komando with a K. Let's see, Bill in Kansas City, you're up first. Hi there, Bill. What's going on with you today?
Hi, Kim. A little bit of a road trip, but taking time here to speak with you. I'm very happy to finally talk with you. I love your show.
Thank you.
Very informative, and always learn something new. I was hoping you could help me understand something with fast food restaurants and their apps.
Okay.
Every time I go through, they say, "Are you using our app today?" And of course, I'm not. And so I'm wondering, should I be? What do the restaurants get out of it? What does the consumer get out of it? Who profits from the app?
Well, let's start with what you get. Okay. Maybe you'll get, if you buy a drink, you get a free dessert with purchase. Maybe instead of one burger, you'll get two burgers, or you'll get free fries, or whatever it may be, whatever promotion that they're running at that particular time.
All right.
And so that's their incentive for you to go on your phone and to download the app. So what are they getting in lieu of the free fries and the free drink or the free burger or whatever it may be? They get maybe access to your location, maybe access to some other apps that you have on your phone, because nobody ever reads the terms and conditions of when you install an app, right? I mean, you look at it and you're like, okay, yeah, I agree, whatever. Okay. So, but meanwhile, you read a purchase contract for your car 8 ways from Sunday, so.
Right.
The app also gives them what you order, what you eat, where you eat, how much you spend, the deals that you click on. It helps them maybe push some notifications to you. They can track their ROI on marketing campaigns. When you're using the app, is that you also are ordering on the app, so you're reducing the labor costs at that particular store.
So, okay.
And for that convenience, you have the app, you have your order ready whenever you get there. But here's the other thing, is that apps are specifically designed to draw you in. It's kind of like going to Las Vegas, right? It's there's no clock in a casino for a reason. I mean, and they're giving you free drinks for a reason, okay?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And so what they have found is that when consumers use the app at a fast food restaurant, they actually spend more money. because they have the upsells. There's nobody looking at them saying, okay, you just ordered a Big Mac and fries. Do you think you need the dessert? Okay. And so there's no judgment zone. You have time to browse. And so what they're getting is a lot of data, and they're making more money at it, and they're saving money on costs. And so that's why they want you to use the app.
Go Okay. Well, it sounds like if I want to watch my weight, I should probably stay off the app.
If you want to watch your weight, you should go to the fresh fruit section.
That's good advice. Okay. Thank you, Kim.
You betcha, Bill. Appreciate your time today. And, you know, it is interesting. My friend Jo, she uses the McDonald's app all the time because her mom loves McDonald's. And I'm like, oh, gosh, Jo, I mean, your mom shouldn't be eating McDonald's. And she looks at me, she goes, Kim, Mom's 88. I'm like, you're right. She can have McDonald's all she wants. All right. Do you know how much you're really paying for Amazon Prime, Andrew?
No.
Okay. Well, back in 2005, it was $79 a year.
Sure.
And you got free shipping. And now it's a lot more. It's $139 a year. But here's the deal. A lot of people don't realize that they're paying for all the extras. Like when you shop Whole Foods, that's $9.95 for every order. Amazon Prime without ads, that's an additional $36 a year. Then you've got music, Kindle, Audible, Kids Plus, and all the streaming bundles. And so they say if you sign up for everything, it's over $300. So here's what you need to do. Go on your Prime page, look at subscriptions, memberships, subscribe and save. Add it all up. You see the real price. And also start removing things that you're not watching anymore. Yes, I'm raising my hand. HBO Max was paid for through Amazon Prime. Like, how the heck did that happen? All right, stay right where you are because we have more of the show and more of your fantastic phone calls coming right at you.
When the holidays start to feel a bit repetitive, reach for a Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry and put your twist on tradition. A bold cranberry and winter spice flavor fusion, Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry is a refreshing way to shake things up this sipping season. And only for a limited time. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
Andrew, have you ever wanted to take a trip to space?
Nope.
Never even thought about it?
I
Never
don't
even
like it on an
considered it?
airplane.
Really?
You want me to go to outer space?
Well, you used to be afraid of flights, but I thought you got over that.
I got better. It doesn't mean I want to go to space. That's not the natural progression. Oh, I'm not very uncomfortable to fly anymore. Now let's go to Mars. No.
Well, I ran across this story about Roman Chiporukha. He is a travel and leisure A-list advisor. So he knows about all this stuff, but he focuses on something extraordinary. He helps folks book their trips to outer space. Okay, so we're not talking about give me a honeymoon in Fiji.
Right.
We're talking about I want to go to space. So if you're dreaming of orbit and the lunar flybys, a seat in a SpaceX Dragon capsule, Roman is our guy who knows to make that happen. He knows. So Roman, first off, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
How do you, which I understand that you're on a yacht in Turkey right now?
That is correct, yes.
Of course he is.
Of course he is. I mean, why not?
So are we. So no big deal.
With both sets of parents and my children.
Oh,
so
that
it's like I have 6 children and not 2.
I love that for you. I do. So, how do you even begin planning a trip to space for someone? I mean, what do you ask?
Well, we chanced upon this because, as you mentioned, and thank you for that kind introduction, we're in the lifestyle and leisure business, catering to the world's well-heeled. And because of that client base, we were approached by a private space company who said, will you help us promote the first all-private astronaut mission to the International Space Station? And being the easygoing guy that I am, I said, sure. Let me just finish this Fiji honeymoon that I'm working on, and we'll get right to it. And it took us about 2 years of talking to everyone and their mother, and we successfully introduced the third and final astronaut for this private mission, and our client went and came back in 2022. Mm-hmm. And then we started a private space company focusing on various space tourism opportunities, because we realized that most folks in the general public had no idea that this was even a thing. And aside from some of the typical players that you just mentioned, like SpaceX or Virgin or Blue Origin, there's probably 10 or 12 other operators around the world. So we aggregated them, put them into one place where it made it really easy for people to understand this sort of information. It's like, we have basic questions. What is it? How much does it cost? How long do you train? And what do you tell your significant other that you won't be home for X amount of days?
So I have two quick questions for you. The first one is, after spending this extended time in Turkey with your both sets of parents, have you booked them one-way tickets to the space station?
It's funny. People keep asking. They're like, so how is it with both sets of parents? And I said, it's never been done before, and I'm not sure it'll be done again.
Okay, so my real question is, what type of demand is there for space travel?
You would be surprised. There's a lot of people really interested, and there's a lot of people trying to understand exactly what's feasible, right? Because it becomes a matter of price. It becomes a matter of what you're able to do and how long you need to train for it. So for $10,000 right now, you can book yourself an experience on a zero gravity plane. If you're familiar with it, it's a converted 727 that flies on these aeronautical maneuvers called parabolas. It's kind of like, think of your hand doing a wave out a window, and as the plane dips, it replicates various gravities.
Is that what they call the vomit comet?
Exactly. That's exactly what they call it.
Great marketing.
And yeah. Well, I mean, I've done it a couple of times, and if you follow instructions, you don't vomit. So it's like, don't try to take a picture of yourself, or they tell you not to eat. Don't eat. Just pay attention and follow the rules, and you'll be perfectly fine. So that's a really cool experience, and that lends itself to the stratospheric balloons that they're now working on. Which is
tell us about that. Tell us about that, because I've been reading about those.
They used to be used for weather tracking, and as we saw a couple of years ago, for spying purposes. And now what they're trying to do is the stratospheric balloons are being attached to capsules that they're attempting to pressurize, and you could fit 2 to 6 people on these capsules, and some of them float as high as 100,000 feet above the Earth's surface, so you can actually see the curvature of the Earth and the darkness of the cosmos. But it's like being on an airplane, only high up. So imagine you have this gentle ascent at 6 miles per hour, and you're floating up there. And you see all of these amazing things, and there's a bathroom, and people serve you Coca-Cola. It's kind of like, what could be better than that?
So you're telling me I have to tell my friends and family, hey, guys, I'm going to go to outer space. And then when they say, how are you getting there? I have to answer, a balloon?
Yes, exactly. It's filled with helium or hydrogen, depending on who you're working with. And you're not going to outer space. You're going to the edge of space.
Okay.
And I know that's... so it's a pressurized capsule. So it's not like you're floating around like you would be at the International Space Station.
How much does that cost?
So you're sitting. That starts at 175,000 euros, so about $200,000. And these folks are slated to start flying in the next 12 to 18 months. And there are a couple of companies out there. There's a French one. There's a Japanese one with a substantially smaller capsule. So I'm hoping that they actualize this and that all of their tests are successful, because it appears to be the lowest barrier to entry for these sorts of space tourism adventures. And they're affordable, quote unquote, right? Because there are people all over the world who spend $200,000 on a night out in a strip club, or buy a watch or a car for that amount of money. So for a lot of people, it's kind of like, oh, that's a cool experience. Let's go and do that. Instead of going to dinner or chartering a boat in Turkey or in the Med, you can do something like this for a group of your closest friends.
Wow. Just one final question, Roman. Do you have any wild stories of booking a trip for somebody?
Well, I mean, we have lots of wild stories, and I love when people ask this question. For some, wild is not so wild. I mean, what are you thinking about here? I mean, or orient me in a direction.
Maybe somebody who was famous that called you and spent $50 million to get up in space, and then when they wanted to get there, you realized that they couldn't fit in the capsule or something else.
Ooh.
Oh, that's funny. No, it was interesting. The gentleman that ended up buying the ticket actually had no idea that you can go to space, and it was only after we had told it to one of his friends did he realize that was an opportunity.
Well, Roman, thank you so much for telling us all about SpaceVIP.
You know what? After that conversation with him, I've changed my mind. I want to go to space.
Do you?
Yeah, I just need to borrow $249,900, which I will pay back.
Yeah, sure.
$50 a month over the next 4,998 months.
Liar. Yes. I'd go.
You'd pay that kind of money?
No, because I'd have to get a media discount.
Can I get a media pass to Mars, please?
Andrew, you actually gave me the idea for this tip.
You're welcome.
And it was about how you and Lisa, you share your biometrics.
Correct.
On your phone. Explain.
Well, we were tired of yelling across the house, "What's the code to get in the phone?" And I never could remember her code. So I just put my face on her phone and she put hers on mine. So no, when we pick up each other's phones, it unlocks with our face regardless of which phone it is.
Which is really super smart. Next, you want to set up emergency contacts. On your phone, that's in the Health app. On Android, it's under Safety and Emergency. So if something happens, first responders know exactly who to call. And also share locations. Do you share locations?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I know couples who don't.
Why not?
I just find that weird.
It's for safety reasons.
Yeah, but it's like, well, she shouldn't know where I am. I actually had this talk with a guy recently. He's like, and I'm like, whatever. On iPhone, it's Find My. On Android, it's Google Maps. And so some things, if you're a couple, to keep in mind.
Was that guy you had the conversation with, your husband?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, he shares everything. Coming right back, we have more of your phone calls. Oh, Andrew, look at who's on the board.
It's Jesse.
It's Jesse in San Antonio, but I think he has more unread emails than I do.
I don't believe this number.
Jesse, what is going on in your world?
Well, hello, Kim. Thanks for taking my call. I love your show and your newsletter. I've got a little problem, and I would not share it with anybody except with close friends.
Excellent.
So, Kim, I have on my email address, I have currently just 333,000 emails in my inbox.
Wait, I'm sorry. So you need, okay. People are going to be like, what did he just say? 333,000 emails in your inbox.
Yes. It's down from 356.
Oh, that's much better.
Well, then why are you even calling? Problem solved. So I just looked it up. The average size of an email is 75 KB. So if you times that, you have 25 terabytes of email.
Wow.
That's a lot.
So let me ask you a question. Are you, outside of your email, and don't take this the wrong way when I ask you this question.
Okay.
Are you a hoarder?
Nope, he's just popular.
Kim, did you really want to ask me that? Somewhat. But this is over the years. I've had this email address for like 26 years, so it's kind of just built up. So I get like 250 to 300 emails a day. I don't know if that's normal, but
that's a lot. Is that a lot of spam?
I would say yes.
Okay.
And in the past year, I delete everything in my inbox that I don't need. Mm-hmm. But this is old stuff that probably is probably older than 2 years, 3 years.
Well, the good news is you can wipe it out.
What email service is it? Is it Gmail?
No, it's Yahoo.
Yahoo, okay.
Oh, Yahoo.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense if you had it for 26 years. Yeah. And they haven't booted you? They haven't said you have too much and we're going to start deleting stuff?
No, not at all. No,
Or maybe they
no.
have, and you've just never seen the email because you have 333,000 unread emails.
It comes in. He just hasn't seen it yet. Do you want to just wipe it all out, or do you want to save some over like the last 3 months, or what?
I think I want to keep the last year's worth, maybe.
Okay.
Just because in case I need to refer back to it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a hoarder right there. When you hear, I need to keep this discount code from Kohl's.
Just in case.
Expired in March, just in case. That's
you know
a
what?
hoarder.
I live with a person who does that. But what I do is when I find piles of stuff, I just throw it away. And then he never notices.
Right, so we need someone you got to give access to your email to
Just
someone.
I'll take care of it for you.
And just let them go in and nuke it.
I'll do that for you. No problem, Jess. No, so if you want to actually save it, I mean, the true story is that if you want to save it, is that you'd have to hook your Yahoo Mail to say something like Thunderbird.
Okay.
So you're going to import that mail through there. Once it's in Thunderbird, is that you can sort your inbox by date. And then once it's sorted by date, that's where you can start selecting and then just delete it.
Wait a minute, but he has to go in and hand select 330,000 emails?
Yeah, he's going to have to select everything by date.
Quit your job, Jesse.
Okay, or, you could just wipe them all out.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Just start over.
I had 8,000. Poof, gone.
That's nothing. That's chump change.
I know. Boy, Jesse, 333,000. Now, if you need the exact steps, we'll send them off to you, Jesse. Not a problem at all. 333,000
Get to reading.
It'd be funny to go back 20 years and see what that first email was.
That would be interesting. Hi, and welcome to Yahoo.
With like the exclamation mark.
Right.
Yahoo.
You've set up your GeoCities account.
Oh, gosh. Walter in Charleston, South Carolina. You're up next. Hi, Walter.
I've got a great, interesting story to share with you. You want me to go ahead and let it rip?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay. We spend a week at a lake every summer, and we had just come back, and we were washing up, cleaning up, and my wife turned around and said, I can't find my phone. Where's my phone? And she searched the house over and couldn't find her phone. Well, the washing machine beeped and said, I'm through. And she went and opened the door to the washing machine, and guess what's sitting on top of the clothes? Her iPhone 13. And I figured, oh, well, we go buy you a new phone. Well, I took it out of the case and put it on top of the water heater for an hour or two and went and got it. And that's been 2 months now, and it's still working like a champ. It never missed a beat.
Wow. That is something.
Well, the iPhones have 10 feet or 12 feet of waterproof?
It's an IP68 rating.
Yeah, I was going to say that, but I didn't want to confuse everybody.
And if you know what that means? It's like up to 30 minutes in water.
Okay.
Up to 30 minutes
wow.
in 6 meters of water.
Okay.
But it went through a wash and a spin cycle.
Well, the spin cycle dried it off, so that wouldn't count that 30 minutes of water.
I mean, so who needs a phone sanitizer?
Right, just throw it in the washer.
I'll tell you. Well, anyway, it saved us from having to go buy a new one.
Well, you know what? That's a great story. I mean, now you've got a clean phone, right?
Can't get any cleaner.
Which we don't recommend, by the way.
No.
We're not saying to put your phone in the washing machine. But hey, Walter, thanks for sharing your story with us.
Dishwasher. That's where you need to put your phone.
Coming right back, we have a great story about a guy who climbs summits here on the Kim Commando Show.
This is Jason Momoa, and I'll be your finance professor today. Welcome to Banking Smarter 101 with Chime. Bam! First lesson, sign up for Chime and set up direct deposit. You'll be joining millions of members banking fee-free. Second lesson, get cash back on eligible purchases while building credit and a higher APY on your savings. That's how you bank smarter this season. Fa-la-la-la-la, class dismissed. Join Chime today.
Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services and a secure Chime Visa credit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. Members FDIC. Optional services and products may have fees or charges. Details at chime.com/fees-info. With a qualifying direct deposit, earn 1.5% cash back on eligible secure Chime Visa credit card purchases. On-time payment history may have a positive impact on your credit score. Results may vary. APY means annual percentage yield. Learn about credit building and more at chime.com.
All right, the guy's name is Marco Confortella. He has climbed all 14 of the world's tallest peaks, but his proof photos look like they've been stolen or photoshopped. He says, all of our pics just look the same, but his has bonus snow. He denies everything, and he says, because I'm nice. That's what he says.
That's an Italian accent.
Just a reminder that you can get the Kim Komando Show all 4 hours as a podcast. Get your podcast. Just search for my last name, Komando with a K. Hey, appreciate you being here. That's the end of hour 1 of the show. And be sure to tell your family members and friends how great it was.
Introducing Taking Share, Lessons from Leaders with Rob Holmes, Chairman, President, and CEO of Texas Capital. During each episode, you will hear from leaders, decision makers, and culture shapers across industries. What drives them? What tips the scales when making tough calls? How do they continue to evolve? We're here to understand the thoughts behind their actions and discover how they are taking share. For more information on Texas Capital, please visit us at our website.